Hello, welcome to my all levels and beginner friendly yoga class. The class will total about 20-ish minutes, maybe a little bit more than that by the time we're done with our meditation at the end. I would encourage you to stay for the end Savasana or meditation. However, if you have to go, no problem. You know my motto, make this work for you. So come back to the Savasana before you go to bed tonight. If you are new to yoga, congratulations for trying out this video. Please remember, I have been doing yoga for many, many years, so if your poses don't look like mine, that is okay. Make it your own for now. Come back to this video and keep practicing. Do me a favor before you start the video, please subscribe to my channel, as that will let me continue to make more awesome content for you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I am excited to have you practicing with me and humbled. And let's get started. So I want you to come to your knees and raise your arms above your head. Take a nice deep breath in and out as you release your arms into a goalpost position, stretching the front of your chest. And one more time. And again, one more time. Now I want you to arch your back and put your arms out in front of you, almost like you're holding a ball, and then open and extend your arms. We'll repeat this a few times. Breathe in and breathe out when you extend open. Breathe in and make the ball, and breathe out when you extend open. Now clasp your hands together behind your back and extend your arms and arch your head back, and then bring yourself slowly forward, touching your head to the mat if you can, and breathe in and bring yourself back up and arch, and breathe out as you come forward. Again, arch your back and release your hands. So now we're coming onto all fours, and we're going to do some cat-cow. So arch your back and look up toward the ceiling, and then extend yourself into an angry cat-like pose. Breathe in and arch your back, and extend yourself into a cat-like pose in the opposite direction. One more time, arch and extend into a cat-like pose. And slowly push up into a downward dog. I want you to focus on broadening those shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades back and down toward your backside. Anterior tilt with the pelvis. You may wish to keep your knees bent in this position, and you can sort of rock side to side and do what feels good to your body. You can bend and extend your knees as feels good for you. You may not be able to fully extend, and that's fine. Now I want you to slowly roll forward into a plank position, and then bend your knees and back into downward dog. Take a couple nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, and repeat while you're stretching. And I left this in here to show you how you might get interrupted, and that is okay. Just slowly regather yourself and come back to your practice. Back into downward dog. And I want you to again roll forward into a plank position and slowly bend your knees and push yourself back into downward dog. And again, breathe in and roll forward into a plank position and bend your knees and back into downward dog with the exhale. And if it feels good for you, you can try to take your right arm and grab your left leg and put yourself into a bit of a twist. If you want to just hang in downward dog or come into child's pose as well, that's fine. And let's repeat it on the other side. Take some nice deep breaths back into downward dog, and let's raise your right leg. You can open your hips and bend that knee if it feels good to you, or you can stay in the dog. Remember, at any point you can come back to child's pose. Extend the dog, bring your knee into your chest and arch your back, and come on back into your one-legged downward dog by extending that right leg. Breath in, knee to your chest, out, extend into one-legged dog. One more time, knee into chest, and then pull it forward into a low lunge. Now I want you to focus on doing what feels good to your body in this low lunge. If rocking forward and backward or side to side feels good, just whatever works for your body right now, whatever your body needs, and keep breathing slowly in through your nose and out through your nose. And now walk your right foot toward the midline of the mat and come up into a high lunge with your arms up above your head. You can bend that back knee if you need to. If your hip flexors are a bit tight, that might be more comfortable for you. And slowly come down back into a plank pose. And for our first Chaturanga, we're going to do it assisted on your knees. Bend your elbows and come down to your mat, and we're going to come up into what's called Sphinx Pose. You may be more comfortable with your legs wide in this pose, and I just want you to focus on the gentle arch in your back. Now come down to the mat, widen your arms, and push yourself up into what we call a wide Cobra or seal pose. Breathe in as you come up, and breathe out as you come down. Breath in to come up and extend, and out as you come down. And now we're going to push ourselves up into a full up dog. You can move your hips side to side if that feels good for you. Widen your legs, open your legs if that feels good for your back. And just arch and then push yourself back into a downward dog. And we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Now let's repeat the sequence on the other side. Left leg up for a one-legged downward dog. You can bend that knee and open the hip up if you like, or just keep the one-legged downward dog. Remember to keep breathing. Extend your leg into the one-legged downward dog again, and bring your knee into your chest, and then extend back into one-legged dog. Breathe in, knee into chest, and extend back, exhale. One more time, knee into chest, and then step through into a wide runner's lunge, and just move your body as it feels good for you, side to side, forward and backward, and focus on your breathing. Now walk your leg toward the midline of the mat and come on up into a high lunge. Again, you can bend that back knee slightly if that feels good for you. Make sure your shoulder blades are pulled back and down. And we will come back down to the mat, push back into a plank position, and Chaturanga into upward dog and downward dog. We'll take a few breaths here at your own pace. And raise your right leg up to the sky for another variation of one-legged downward dog. You can bend your knee and open your hips if you'd like, and extend back into one-legged downward dog, and bring your knee into low lunge. This is a great stretch for hip flexors that get tight during the day due to desk jobs. Bring your arms up to the sky and slowly lean over to your right if you can to get more of a stretch in that left hip flexor. And now see if you can reach for the back of your left knee with your right hand and bring yourself back down to plank position, Chaturanga push-up, to upward dog. Breathe in and breathe out to downward dog. We're going to repeat that sequence on the next side after just a couple of breaths. So at your own pace, breathe in through your nose and release out. Let's pick the left leg up. And again, you can open your knee and your hip if that feels good. Try to keep the weight evenly distributed between your hands and extend that leg back up to the sky. Bring it into your chest and through to low lunge. If it feels good for you, put your hands on your left thigh and arms up to the sky. Slowly bring your left arm down and lean gently over to the left side. If you want a bit more of a stretch, see if you can reach for the back of that right knee with your left hand and extend the right hand up toward the sky. Breathe in through your nose and exhale. Let's come back to plank position, Chaturanga push-up to upward dog. Breathe in. Exhale to downward dog. And again, let's take a couple of breaths here at your own pace. See if this feels different than the beginning of your practice. And let's reach your right leg up into one-legged dog. And again, open your hip by bending your knee. Straighten into one-legged dog and bring your knee to your chest and through into another variation of low lunge. This time with your back knee off the ground, and let's push up into high lunge. Arms reach toward the ceiling and adjust your pants if necessary and open your hips into warrior two. Your back foot should be parallel with the back side of your mat. The front heel should be in line with the middle of the back foot. And we're going to open into reverse warrior, your left arm reaching down toward your knee and your right arm reaching up toward the sky, stretching the right side. And then reverse the direction over into extended side angle, right arm to the right thigh. Focus on the stretch through the left side. And we're going to come back into reverse warrior one more time. Breath in. And now inwardly turn the front foot. And we're going to come down into wide-legged forward fold. Your toes or your feet should be slightly pigeon-toed. And come on up into a flat back. Exhale down. Breathe in to flat back. Exhale down. And take your left hand over and extend your right arm into the air for a slight twist. And now take that hand down to the ground and extend your left arm up into the air for a twist in the other direction. Breathe in and out. And bring the hands down and now turn toward the opposite side of the mat, so what's considered the back side of the mat, into a low lunge position. Pick your back knee up off the ground. Arms extend high to high lunge. Deep breath in. Open yourself into warrior two. Again, the back leg is parallel to the back side of the mat, and I want you to focus on your front arm pulling forward and your back arm pulling backward to extend and make space in your chest and your arms. Right arm to the right knee to extend into reverse warrior. Stretch that left side out. Now bring your left elbow down to your left thigh, right arm up above, and stretch out the other side. Keep breathing. And one more time back into reverse warrior. Left arm up. Turn your left foot in, slightly pigeon-toed with both of your feet, and come on down into another wide-legged forward fold. Stretch a bit more this time if you can. Flat back, breathe in. Come on down, breathe out. One more time, flat back, breathe in. And one more time. Breathe out, come down. And we're going to twist again, left hand on the ground, right hand reaching toward the ceiling. And then right hand on the ground, left hand reaching toward the ceiling. It really doesn't matter what side you do as long as you do both. Come on back down and come into what's called horse pose. It's almost like a plie squat. Arms into the air and hold for some lower body strength. Slowly push your legs up to straight. Hands in prayer. Take a deep breath and come to the front of your mat. Reach up and stretch and fold forward. Breathe into a flat back. Focus on pulling your shoulder blades midline and down toward your bum, and fold forward again. One more time, flat back and fold forward. You can bend your knees if you need to here. Grab your opposite elbows, and I just want you to sort of rock side to side. Loosen up your lower back, your upper back, your neck. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath in and out. Now place your left hand on the floor and bend your left leg, straightening your right leg, and reach up to the sky with your right arm. And let's come down and switch. Right hand on the floor, bend the right leg, straighten the left leg, and reach up to the sky with your left arm. And come on back down to a forward fold. One more time. Flat back to a forward fold. Step back to plank and Chaturanga push-up. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, downward dog. And focus on taking a few nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, and come down to your hands and knees. We're going to do bird dog, so extend your right leg straight behind you, and then try, if you can, to extend your left arm in front of you. And I want you to focus on making length in your body toward the front and the back of the room. Pull your belly button in to your back to engage your core, and come on down. We're going to repeat this on the other side to build posterior strength. So the left leg is straight out behind you, right arm is out in front of you, and again focus on making length in your body toward the front and the back of the room. Pull that belly button into the spine and come on back down to your knees. And come on up, take a deep breath, and let's roll over onto our bums. And we're going to take a boat pose variation. So as you can see, bring your legs up off the ground. You can keep your hands on the ground just behind your hips, and you can stay here. Or you can attempt full boat, which is arms out in front as well. And come down and come on back up. We're doing a little bit of core strength here. Down, come on back up. And you might fall out of it, and that's fine as well. And lay slowly down onto your back. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch, so take your left leg and place your left ankle over your right knee as I am doing. The first variation is just to hold your left shin. The second is to loop your arms through the figure 4 and grab your right knee. And you can sort of rock back and forth. Again, just do whatever feels good for your body, and make sure to focus on your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. This is a very important stretch. It stretches the glutes, which are some of the largest muscle groups of your body. Now let's come down and just windshield wiper your legs, and we'll repeat this on the other side. So your right ankle over your left knee or thigh. The first variation is just to grab your shin, and the second is to thread that right arm through the figure four and grab the left shin. And just do whatever feels good for you. If stillness feels good, that's great. If rocking feels good for you at the time, that's great. And focus on your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And let's do a little bit of rocking on our backs just to loosen the upper back up. We are coming into Happy Baby. The first variation would just be to grab your knees, behind your knees, your lower legs. If you can, attempt to grab the outsides of your feet and pull your knees almost into your sides and just rock. The more advanced variation would be to extend both of your legs as I am doing and rock forward and backwards, side to side, whatever feels good to you. This is so important to release your lower back. And let's bring our legs down, straighten the legs out, and then pull the right knee into the chest. We're just going to end with a spinal twist. Let your right knee fall over toward the left side of your body, and let your upper body twist to the right. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Whenever your mind wanders, this is the practice. It is totally normal. Just bring yourself back to your breath. And you can tell yourself you will get back to those thoughts when you are finished with your practice. And we're going to come out of that twist. We'll switch sides, so right leg straight, left leg into the chest. Allow the left leg now to fall over toward the right side of the body and twist your upper body to the left. Take some nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Again, if your mind wanders, that is the practice of just letting your thoughts go. You will get to them when you're finished your practice and coming back to your breath. And we'll come out of that twist. Extend both of your legs into our final resting pose, Savasana. This will be approximately 2 minutes if you can join me. This is, as some say, the most important pose of your practice. I want you to focus on breathing in through your belly and up through your chest, fully expanding the chest and the belly, and then out through the chest and out through the belly. And you may choose to continue your Shavasana, or as you see here, my Shavasana has ended due to my maternal duties. I am grateful for the time that I did have for meditation. Thank you so much for joining us. So we'll take this moment, I guess, to demonstrate some of the exercises you can do with your child to have fun with yoga and model healthy behavior. Please remember to click the subscribe button before you leave so we can continue making awesome content for you. Sending love and light your way.